Hello and welcome to this new tutorial. In today's tutorial, we shall talk about the concept of absolute gains in international relations. Well, absolute gains refers to the total benefits of a state achieves through cooperation, focusing on how much a state improves its position overall rather than how it compares to others. Well, this concept is central to liberalism in international relations, which emphasizes mutual benefits, collective welfare, and the potential for a win win outcome in international interactions. Unlike realism, which prioritizes relative gains and competition, the concept of absolute gain assumes that cooperation can lead to shared prosperity and peace even in an anarchic international system. So, when we talk about the absolute gain in international relation as a concept, this concept is basically talks about how a state can achieve a lot through cooperation and how much a state improves its position overall in international politics or international relations rather than how it often compares itself to others. Therefore, in this game of politics, if a state really understands its position in international relations, then perhaps state will achieve a lot through a larger cooperation instead of comparing itself to other countries. Therefore, this concept is basically a central theme in liberalism in international relations. That's because liberalism often emphasizes mutual benefits, collective welfare, and through these mutual benefits and collective welfare, there is always a potential for a win-win situation or a win-win outcomes in international relations. So therefore, if state need to gain everything in international relations, which is like an absolute gain in economics, in peace, in technology, then the state have to follow a liberal perspective in international relations, wherein state have to emphasize more for a mutual benefits between the state need to cooperate with other states when it comes to achieving that collective welfare. And by doing this, you always have this a situation where you get everything whatever you want, and therefore it is like a win-win situation. Unlike realism, which is also another perspective where the priorities are relatively focused more on relative gains and a lot of competition, the concept of absolute gain here basically therefore stress upon that cooperation is more important, because if you cooperate with each other in international relations on various issues, on various front, then obviously this will lead to a shared prosperity and peace in the world rather than living in anarchic international system. So therefore, absolute gain talks about cooperation, talks about how state improves its position overall in the international politics. It talks about adopting a liberal perspective in international relations. It talks about that if state cooperate with each other, then you have mutual benefits, collective welfare. It is a win-win situation, as against the realism whose priorities are not just absolute gain but relative gain and more competition. And therefore, absolute gain assumes that cooperation can lead to a larger shared prosperity and peace among the nation, even in the anarchic international system. And therefore, absolute gain is a very important concept in international relations. Moving forward, for example, in international trade, countries entering free trade agreements aims to maximize their own economic growth by accessing larger market, improving production efficiency, and fostering innovation. A country like India, engaging in trade deals with the European Union, seeks to increase its export, attract foreign investment, and create jobs. While on the other side, the European Union may also benefit. India's focus remain on the absolute improvement in its economy rather than whether it gain more or less compared to European Union. So we have an example here just to illustrate why state need to focus on absolute gain in the line of liberal ideas or liberalism in international relations. So if you take an example of international trade, so international trade is where you have countries which are collaborating with each other. They are having their businesses. They have a lot of this free trade agreement. In fact, today in 21st century, we have a lot of countries entering into free trade agreement to ease their trade for their own economic growth, so that through that free trade agreement you access larger market that eventually will help you to improve your production line in the country, and eventually you will also going to focus on the innovation part of it. And therefore in this set of example you have India. Now India has a good relationship with European Union. We have engaged European Union on various segment. Trade is one of the very important segment where we are engaging European Union. So from India's perspective, India would love to seek to increase its export to European Union. India would love to have and to attract more foreign direct investment coming in India, because that eventually will create more jobs. At the same time, so on the other side we have European Union, because European Union also want to look at for their own benefits. India focus remains on the absolute improvements in the economy rather than whether it will gain more or less compared to European Union, because India's interest is to first increase its export, attracts foreign direct investment, and create as many jobs as it can for its own domestic audience, right? So in this scenario, it is a win-win situation for both the partners. Obviously European Union will see its own benefit. European Union also would love to see that investment is coming in Europe. They will also going to see that their export also should increase with India, right? And that will also enable a lot of jobs in European Union. So it is a win-win situation when you get into a zone of a cooperation, when you get into a set of understanding for mutual benefits, and eventually both the partners will be in a situation where they will receive something or other. Another example is a climate change cooperation. Now here, states participating in agreements like the Paris Climate Accord aim to reduce carbon emissions, enhance renewable energy use, and mitigate climate change impact. Each state has gained from the collective improvement in global environmental health, cleaner air, and reduced climate risk, irrespective of how their individual contributions or benefits compared to other. So we have another example wherein we have a climate change cooperation as a classic example, wherein how states are today participating, and these states are participating under the agreement of the Paris Climate Accord, which many countries have signed. And one of the common agenda of this Paris Climate Accord was to reduce carbon emissions, enhance the renewable energy use, so that countries comes with a lot of innovation. They give up slowly, if not immediately, then slowly, their dependency on the fossil fuel. That eventually will lead to the innovation sector, where new ideas, new technology will enhance the capability of renewable energy use. And also the countries will get into the mitigation on climate change and its impact. So in this scenario, you have all the states are gaining something because of this collective improvement in global environmental domain, and as a result, these collective improvements obviously you're going to see in the global environmental health. You'll have a cleaner air, you'll have a less or at least reduce climate risk, right? And these benefits will pass across all the individuals, all the countries, irrespective of how their individual contribution has been, and therefore benefits will go to everyone. So therefore, absolute gain again brings in the element of cooperation, that if you cooperate together on an issue like climate change, then it will pass on all the benefits to every nation. Therefore, liberalist also argues that by focusing on absolute gain, states can overcome the security dilemma and mistrust that dominate realist perspective. They believe that institutions like the United Nations and World Trade Organization can facilitate cooperation, ensuring that the state see collaboration as a path to shared progress, and thus absolute gain therefore highlight the potential for a positive sum outcomes in international relation, fostering global interdependence and stability. So therefore, liberalist also argues that by focusing on absolute gains, all state can actually overcome the security dilemma which they have among themselves. And because of the security dilemma, obviously there's a lack of trust, you have arms race, investment more into military hardware and weapons, and that eventually leads to a phase or leads towards a situation where countries do not trust each other. So therefore, if countries focused on the idea of absolute gains, then we have various institutions, and these institutions also can play a very important role, as we have listed out here. You have United Nations, you have World Trade Organization, because these organizations actually facilitate space for a cooperation. They also ensure that states which are seeking for a collaboration, states which can see that the collaboration is actually the right way or a right path to achieve that shared progress, then definitely you will have more trust among the states. You will definitely going to reach out to a position where you will not going to have any sort of a assumption about your neighbor. You will have a big trust. You can actually build that confidence and in a friendship, and eventually the focus on military hardware and weapons can be reduced. And therefore, absolute gain highlights the potential for a positive sum outcome. So absolute gain therefore talks about that there is a potential for a positive sum outcome which will benefit all the nations, provided they focus on cooperation, they focus on collective will, if they focus on mutual benefits, collective welfare, and by this they obviously, as we discussed in the beginning, will reach to a position where both the partners will have a win-win situation. And therefore, fostering global interdependence and stability is very important in contemporary international relations, because our international politics is full of anarchy. The anarchic system which we have today has raised concern over safety and security of not just about a countries or a nation, but also about the resources. And therefore, concept of absolute gain in international relation is one of such ideas where cooperation, coordination and mutual benefits will benefit every country and every nation on this planet Earth if they collaborate and if they come together. So this is all about the concept of absolute gains in international relations. I hope you have understood this concept, and I will see you soon in the next tutorial. Till then, take care.